Good morning, everyone. Good morning, sir. Good morning, classmate. I'm Shana Grace Arellano. I'm one of the reporter of Chapter 3, and I will be discussing information system, organization, and strategy. So we have here the learning objectives. Number one, which features of organizations do managers need to know about to build and use information systems successfully? Number two, what is the impact of information system on organization? Number three, how do Porter's competitive forces model, the chain model, synergies, pure competencies, and network economics help companies develop competitive strategies using information systems? Then the last question, what are the challenges posed by strategic information system and how should they be addressed? So I will be discussing the first two questions and the remaining two questions will be discussed by Sir Kian. So in this slide, it shows here is the two-way relationship between organization and information technology. So we have here the organization from the left and the information technology, together with their mediating factors, which is the environment, culture, business process, structure, and the politics. So again, what is organization? So by definition, it is a stable formal social structure that takes resources from the environment and processes them to produce an output. And also, it is a formal legal entities with internal rules and procedures that must abide by law. So next is information technology. By definition again, it is the application of technology to solve business or organizational problems on a broad scale. So basically, without this technology, most of the organization would be slow without the functioning of the IT systems. That's why information technology is one of the many tools managers use to cope with a change. So in here we have organizational environment. Organization resides in environment from which they draw resources and to which they supply goods and services. The next is the organizational culture. All organizations have bedrock, unassailable, unquestioned assumptions na nagdi-define sa goals and product nila. So it encompasses this set of assumptions about sa kung anong product ang ipoproduce, kung paano, saan, at para kanino yung mga product na yon. So then we came to business process. So as we all know, this refers to the manner in which work is organized, coordinated, and focused to produce valuable product or services. So in this slide, we have organizational structure, which defines how activities such as task allocation, coordination, and supervisions are directed naman toward the achievement na ini-aim ni organization. Then next is the organizational politics, which is the people in organization occupy different positions with different specialities, concerns, and perspective. So as a result, they have divergent viewpoints about how resources, rewards, and punishment should be distributed. So as you can see in this slide, we have the technical microeconomics table. So it shows here the product process of the organization from the input to output environment. So yung primary production factors neto is the capital and labor, which is provided by environment na which is the customer, competitors, and the financial institution. So yung primary production factors na capital and labor will again transform by the organization through this production process. So as for the behavioral view of organizations, from environmental resources to environmental output and its structure and process, this slide only emphasize group relationship, values, and structure. So yung technical view ng organization is to encourage them to focus on how inputs are combined to create outputs when technology changes. So changing this element can take a long time and also require more resources to support the training and learning. Now, for this slide, we have the routine or the individual routine from the left side, and it's business process at the middle of individual routine and the business firm, which is from the right side. So dito, it only requires individual routine and business process to change and achieve high level of organizational performance. So in this slide, we have the organizations and its environment. So we have government, competitors, customer, financial institution, culture, and last is the knowledge and technology. Then this circle represents firm or organization. So IT plays a critical role in helping organizations perceive environmental change and also in helping organizations act on their environment. So we have here the destructive technologies in this slide, or they also call it the riding the wave. So sometimes the technology and resulting business innovations came along to radically change the business landscape and environment. So these innovations are loosely called disruptive, according to Christensen 2003, Raynor, and McDonald 2015. So what makes these technologies disruptive? So for some cases, ang disruptive technologies are substitute products that perform as well as or better or often much better pa than anything currently produced. So to give you an idea about this technology, I have here the table of some examples. So we have the technology, the description, and the winner and loser. So as I've said, disruptive technology are substitute products that perform as well as better or often much better pa. So number one is personal computer. On 1975, it is small and expensive but fully functional computers. So fully functional desktop computer rather. So to determine which is the winner, PC manufacturers such as HP, Apple, IBM, and chip manufacturer Prosper, which is Intel, wins. So while mainframe, IBM, and mini computers such as DEC firm loses. So another example are digital photography on 1975 and the World Wide Web and so on and so forth. So to answer the first two questions on the learning objective, number one, which features of organization do managers need to know about to build and use information systems successfully? So the information system and organizations influences one another. Information systems are built by managers to serve the interests of business firm. And at the same time, the organization must be aware of the open to influence of information system to benefit from new technologies. Then the other answer is that the interaction between information technology and the organization is complex and is influenced by many mediating factors including the organization structure, business process, politics, culture, and surrounding environment. Then number two, what is the impact of information system on organizations? So to answer that, the information system have become integral, online interactive tools deeply involved in the minute-to-minute operation and decision-making of a large organizations. Over the past decade, information systems have fundamentally altered the economics of organizations and greatly increased the possibilities for organizing work. So that will be all for my report. Thank you.